Guess the Animal. By WSJ, please subscribe and stay tuned. It has branched horns and is beautiful. What animal is that?
What is a group of deer called?
It is called herd of cattle, deer, or elephants.
A female deer is called a doe, while a male deer is called a buck. The young are called fawns, regardless of whether they are male or female until they reach adulthood.
What is a group of wolves called?
A group of wolves is called a pack.
We called a pack of wolves or dogs.
What is a group of fish called?
A group of fish is called a school or shoal of fish.
When fish, shrimp, or other aquatic creatures swim together in a loose cluster, this is typically called a shoal. It can be a mix of different species. A school is a group of the same fish swimming together synchronously, turning, twisting, and forming sweeping, glinting shapes in the water.
What is a group of dolphins called?
A group of dolphins is called a pod.
Dolphins are social mammals that interact with one another, swim together, protect each other, and hunt for food as a team. Pod life is essential in safeguarding dolphins from predators such as sharks.
What is a group of bees called?
A group of bees is called a colony or hive of bees.
A swarm of bees is a group of more than one bee. A cloud of bees is a group of bees in the air. A hive of bees is a group of bees under control in a building. A nation of bees is a large mass of people.
What is a mass of insects called?
A large group of insects moving in a mass is called a swarm.
What is a swarm of geese called?
If the group is flying, it becomes a skein. If the group is on water, it's a gaggle.
A gaggle of geese on the ground is a gaggle. In flight, they are called a skein, a team, or a wedge, and when flying close together, they are called plump.
What is a group of kangaroos called?
Groups of kangaroos are called a herd or troop of kangaroos. Groups of kangaroos are called mobs, courts, or troops, which usually have 10 or more kangaroos in them. Living in mobs can provide protection for some of the weaker members of the group.
What is a group of lions called?
A group of lions is called a pride, but other animal groups have even weirder names, like a streak of tigers and a sloth of bears.
A group of domestic cats is called a glaring. An assemblage of leopards is a leap, and when tigers get together, they form a streak.
What is a group of cats called?
A group of cats is called a clowder, and how many cats do you need to make a clowder?
Well, 2 cats are just a pair. 3 or more cats are a clowder. Other names are used for a group of cats, such as a clutter, a glaring, or a pounce.
What is a group of crows called?
They are called the murder of crows. The reasoning behind the name has to do with eating animals.
What is a group of ants called?
They are called arms of ants.
A group of ants is called a colony, or sometimes an army. Ants are social insects and live in large groups with one queen ant, and many worker ants responsible for foraging for food and caring for the queen and her offspring.
What is a group of penguins called?
A group of penguins in the water is called a raft, but on land, they're called a waddle. Other names for a group of penguins include rookery, colony, and huddle.
What is a group of penguins called?
A group of penguins in the water is called a raft, but on land, they're called a waddle. Other names for a group of penguins include rookery, colony, and huddle.
What is a group of owls called?
A group of owls is called a parliament.
What is a group of birds called?
Groups of birds are called a flock of birds.
Let's review. Flock of birds, herd of cattle, deer, or elephants, pack of wolves or dogs, school of fish, pod of whales or dolphins, hive of bees, swarm of insects, penguins.